everyone, welcome. This is Dennis Jones, MegaDennismenace on the YouTube channel. I don't even know how to introduce that anymore. YouTube channel MegaDennismenace, and yeah, I thought I'd bring you guys some newsy type things that matter to me this week. Okay, guys, I have decided to continue working on my news type stories, and I'm just gonna, once I have 3 news stories that I want to talk about, then I'll make a video about it. And so that's how it's gonna be. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys actually is the UK's Pokemon website has announced that they're going to be distributing Hoopa, the Pokemon, for the games X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, these will be obtained by a code by going to the game stores that are in the UK. So I would check out the full details at that site. From what I heard from another video that was reporting this story, which caught my interest, is that they have said, Nintendo has said that they are going to do a Hoopa distribution for North America. Well, at least I hope it's North America and not just US, because sometimes we get that. Sometimes I go to the GameStop, or in our case in Canada, EB Games, which is a same kind of a sister company to GameStop, and hoping to get the new distribution from Nintendo when it's only for the United States and Canada isn't getting it. It really makes me mad. It really gets me upset. But anyway, you guys in the UK have this announcement for Hoopa. Now, if you guys don't know, Hoopa is the Pokemon that was, I guess, data mined when the Pokemon X and Y games first came out. They found them They found this Pokemon in there a couple months after the game's release, along with Volcana and Deoncé. Now we got Deoncé, and now we're getting Hoopa hopefully soon. At least you folks in the UK are, so lucky you guys. As I said again, look up on Pokemon's website to get full details on it. But for you guys, the dates start on October 23rd and end November 5th. So it's pretty much is, what is that? 1 week? A week and a half? Nah, calendarness. I'll figure that out and put it in text right here, magically. Alright, so the next story is Nintendo is sending out demo code keys for the game Zelda TriForce Heroes. Those demo codes are being sent out via an email. And from what I understand, I think the way you get this email, perhaps, is by, I'm not even really sure. I'm assuming it's because of a newsletter subscription that I have with Pokemon's newsletter. But that might be how. Or it could be a Nintendo newsletter of sorts. But this is what the email reads. Congratulations! You've been selected to try out the Legend of Zelda TriForce Heroes game before its release. Here's how it works. Use the code below to download the demo. Once downloaded, you can play the available dungeon with 2 friends via local play. Other modes, such as single player and download play, won't be available. You can also try out online co-op mode during these hours. They only have the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th written out here. It's from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the 16th and 17th, which is actually, I'm recording this on the 16th right now. And on the 18th, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you enter your code here, and they give you the code, and it says afterwards it's dangerous to go alone. They give you 2 more codes to give to 2 friends. Because the game, I'll put some footage up right here now. As you can see, kind of requires 3 players to use the totem mechanic. Now, I did get this email myself, and I will be doing my first impressions of the demo of the game as soon as I can get some people together and record that for you guys and send that out to you. And yeah, we'll see if this new Zelda game's a good game. It looks like it is. It looks like it's using the same kind of engine scheme as The Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds game. I think that's the one it was called. It's the game that was their Link to the Past remake that they made a little while ago. So that's a thing. So next up, the next story I want to talk to you guys about is that Nintendo is now distributing its software kits for the Nintendo NX. Now that is interesting news. I hope that the reason they're doing this is so that they will have a good launch for the NX. But I'm also torn. I don't want the NX to be coming out too soon. As this article says, this reads, sources close to the Wall Street Journal have been told that Nintendo is currently distributing software kits for the upcoming NX platform. This suggests that the product is likely to be introduced next year. Nintendo previously said that they won't be publicly talking about the Nintendo NX until 2016. So, yeah, the developer kits for the NX seems like it'll be, I guess, a good thing for them to have perhaps good launch titles. I am torn, though, because I still want to have a Nintendo Wii U. I have not gotten one yet, and I do not want them to drop support for it as soon as the Nintendo NX comes out. That would be a dreadful shame. It's sad that they didn't do very well with the product of the Wii U. And I can understand why they are pushing their new console. Well, they haven't really pushed it. I understand why they're getting themselves ready for their next generation console because of, I don't know. It's been reported to be basically a failure. The Wii U has basically been a failure. But from what I have heard from people who have bought it, they love that system. They enjoy it. I think the main problem they had is their marketing campaign was not good enough. I've assumed because of the system being called Nintendo Wii U, lots of folks figured that it was an additional add-on to their existing Wii and not an actual new console. But I'm sure that mistake... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that mistake isn't the only reason why people haven't picked it up yet. I mean, it doesn't have the same specs as the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Mind you, I think the Wii U came out a year before those two consoles came out, but yes, it's not even close. And Nintendo has not been known, usually, for matching the technical specs of the other consoles that are out there. So that's not an issue either. I think because Nintendo's always about getting you games that are on an older generation of tech, basically, to say the least. They do it in a manner that it's good for their IPs, I guess? No? What am I trying to say here? Yeah, I think the developer of the Game Boy had the quote, or was quoted to say that the reason why the Game Boy used a dot matrix screen is because it was cheaper to mass produce the games onto the Game Boy, and thus people were able to develop for the system easier and other such things. But yeah. that's basically how Nintendo had been operating up till now. So, I don't know. I just hope that the System NX doesn't come out until 2017. Because, to me, for them to release the NX next year would seem to me as an indication that the current generation of game systems that we have right now is over. Because Nintendo Nintendo releasing a new system. And that's why. And I don't want this generation of consoles to be over just yet. I hope that Nintendo brings out a lot more content for the Wii U and a lot more people will be buying into it. But that's just my thoughts on the subject. I hope I articulated them well. Please articulate your thoughts in the comments below about the Nintendo NX and about the Wii U. I think I might have opened a can of worms by asking that question. And if I have said any inaccuracies on that, it's because I'm uninformed. So please, inform me. So thank you guys for watching. And remember that Gamer Fusion empowers your gaming, and we will see you in the next newsy video. Bye for now.